What's up, fight fans? Welcome to Mr. Mustache MMA News, and today I want to discuss an extremely intriguing UFC welterweight matchup in UFC 285. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to continue getting more MMA content by yours truly. All right, guys, getting right into it, we got Geoff Neal taking on Shavkat Rakhmonov in the UFC welterweight division at UFC 285, a fight that has a lot of implications for the futures of both fighters. You got Geoff Neal on a 2-fight win streak, most recently becoming the only guy to KO Vicente Luque, and a really decisive victory over Santiago Ponzinibbio. Before that, he had 2 losses in a row to Neil Magny and to Wonderboy Thompson. But in that Wonderboy fight, he decided to stand and trade with Wonderboy, which has proven to be a large, heavy mistake against anybody really recently against Wonderboy. And a fight against Neil Magny where he had some issues, I think was with his liver or his kidney, and he had the DUI. So he had some things going on in his personal life where he seemed to be a little bit unfocused. And since then, he's gotten himself on the right track. 2 wins in a row, decisive wins in a row. Now he's going to be taking on the undefeated upcoming prospect in Shavkat Rakhmonov, a guy who is at a 100% finish rate, 8 wins by knockout, 8 wins by submission, hasn't been defeated. The guy's never seen a decision. I think he's only been to the 3rd round once in his career. So he is just on an extreme upward trajectory. He's ranked, I think, number 14 at welterweight. He hasn't been super active, and I'm kind of surprised, because he's such a high-level prospect. I'm surprised he hasn't been on more high-level cards, pay-per-view cards. It's not like he has issues with his visa. He's fought at Las Vegas the last 3 times, but he's going to have his chance here at UFC 285 against Geoff Neal, and he's going to have his hands full, I think. Both guys, I like this. I think the style, you have 2 dudes who love to put on the pressure, who love to go for the finish. And Shavkat, his most recent victory against Neil Magny, where he just completely ran over Neil Magny, and it just shows how dominant he can be, right? And to go against a guy like Geoff Neal, who lost to Neil Magny, I know MMA math doesn't work, but the dominance that Shavkat has shown in his MMA career so far, and the fact that he's been undefeated, has me really excited to see what he can go against a powerhouse like Geoff Neal. Geoff Neal has wins over guys like Belal Muhammad, KO'd Mike Perry, Vicente Luque. I mean, he has a very, very, very good resume. I mean, the TK over Nico Price. And one of his only losses is to Kevin Holland, which I think is a shout out toward Kevin Holland and how good he would be at welterweight moving forward. But we're talking about Geoff Neal and Shavkat. And this fight, I think winner, you're one step closer to a title shot. But I think neither guy has really anything to lose in this matchup. I think that, even though Geoff Neal is fighting down because he's ranked number 8, I think, and he's fighting against number 14, I think even if he loses to Shavkat, he's not really going to lose any steam. And if Shavkat loses to Geoff Neal, that'll be his first L in a 2B against a guy in the top 10. So you have 2 guys who are really just trying to move forward, get towards that title, and a victory here can definitely see a fight against Gilbert Burns, maybe a Khamzat Chimaev if Khamzat doesn't go up to middleweight, but I think a lot of signs are him fighting Robert Whittaker. The welterweight division is kind of very stuck. I know Michael Chiesa is coming back, but I think he's going to be fighting the Leech. Daniel Rodriguez, he just got subbed by Neil Magny. So, everybody's kind of stuck in welterweight purgatory right now, but with a victory here, they can really they have their opportunity to stand out, maybe fight against a Colby Covington, Belal Muhammad, because Bilal's coming off of that TKO victory over Sean Brady. That definitely could happen. Geoff Neal already has a victory over Belal Muhammad, and I think Belal deserves a good fight against a high-profile opponent like Shavkat or a rematch with Geoff Neal. That would be really good. Colby Covington, I think he's going to come out of hiding pretty soon. You got Gilbert Burns, who had the win over Neil Magny. Neil Magny is kind of the common denominator within all of this. I just love this fight. I think that, Geoff Neal just has to stay patient, pick his shots, really kind of let Shavkat kind of fall on his own sword. I think he's going to have to play the matador in this fight. And if Geoff Neal can stay patient, pick his shots, and be the veteran, I think that he can pull out a victory. But Shavkat, if he can go out there, overwhelm Geoff Neal like he's done to everybody else, we could see a very quick, very decisive victory of Shavkat Rakhmonov. And I'd really like to see, if Shavkat gets this victory, I know it's not going to happen, but I'd love to see him fight Khamzat Chimaev. 2 undefeated, high-level prospects over from Europe. over here in the UFC now. I think that fight should have happened already. Shavkat, Hamzat would be a perfect matchup, but I already know that wouldn't happen. Guys, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. UFC 285, do you think Geoff Neal is going to be too much for Shavkat, or is it time for Shavkat to shine? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section. Guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe to continue getting more MMA content by yours truly. All right, guys, Mr. Mustache, MMA News out. Let's fucking go, fight fans.